In what way we are less to the Harvards of the world, the Oxfords of the world? I want to ask this question to the main chauvinist professor who seemed to be attacking women, and even worse, he is a professor in one of the Indian colleges. He is not teaching in Harvard. He is not teaching in Oxford. So is he also equally not so qualified? A professor in Indian university demeans people who have got qualification from Indian universities, sir. Professor Saugata Roy, please be ashamed of yourself. Even worse, he says in 1920, the inequality, sir, the inequality in India was less in 1920 than it is now. It's a statement professor made. I can't believe this statement. Sir, Bengal suffered under the British. We all see the images of skinny, starved, bone and skin Indians, Bengal people who were starved by the British, and the entire grain of West Bengal was taken to fund the war. People were photographed sitting skinny with bones and skin, and that Bengal was better in equality than now. What a shameful statement to make. In this house, inequality was better under British than now. What a shameful statement to make. Now I come to talking about Bengal's economy, sir. I'll give all the white paper they want. Sir, West Bengal's share in total industrial production of this country. Honorable Speaker, sir, I'd like to draw your attention and say West Bengal's share of the total industrial production of this country, which used to be 24%. I want honorable members to keep paying attention to this data. It's very important for this country. 24% was Bengal's contribution to total industrial production of this country at the time of independence. Today, you want to know what that number is? 3.5. That's the Bengal economy. That's the Bengal economy. Sir, there's been a downward trend in the gross capital formation. In 2010, West Bengal accounted for 6.7% capital formation in India. Now it accounts only for 2.9%. They want a white paper. I'll give a white paper. I will definitely give a white paper. This is the performance of Bengal's economy, sir.
सभा की कार्रवाई आज 8 बजे तक बढ़ाई जाती है।
The state of West Bengal, sir, attracts less than 1% of the total Indian FDI.
अगर आप सवाल पूछोगे तो जवाब सुनना पड़ेगा। आपने सवाल किया तो जवाब दे रही है वित्त मंत्री जी।
Supriya Sule had asked question about fiscal deficit target of 4.9% may not be achieved. With supplementary demand, it might go up to 5.6%. Is her apprehension. I want to reply to Honorable Member Supriya Sule, sir. The year-end actuals of a year represents the full financial year's expenditure. It is inclusive of additional appropriation that may have been granted to the Parliament by the Parliament through supplementary demand. But I want to lay before Honorable Member my fiscal deficit numbers. 21-22, the fiscal target set was 6.8%. What we achieved is 6.7%. 22-23, 6.4 was the target set. 6.4 was achieved. 23-24, 5.9 was target set. 5.6 was achieved. And 2024-25, 4.9 is what we mentioned here. I'm confident that of achieving that fiscal goal and the glide path which we have given, and therefore 4.5% of GDP for 25-26 is what we achieve. Will achieve is my hope. Sir, before I come to the conclusion, there's one I will come to the conclusion with. But before I come to that, sir, I want to highlight the fact.
माननीय सदस्य, नेता प्रतिपक्ष, प्लीज आसन के पीठ पेट कर नहीं बैठते।
संविधान नेता प्रतिपक्ष हो जाने से अकल कहां से आएगा?
Sir, this is an important issue I want to raise, sir, before I come to the conclusion. Sir, today, when we are discussing the journey of Vikasit Bharat, I want to draw your attention towards a very serious issue. To make India develop, it is necessary for the country to have big economic and strategic power. But if there will be instability and anarchy in the country, the journey towards Vikasit Bharat will become more difficult. This is a huge challenge for us. And as a nation, we have to understand where the problem is. India's social fabric, parliamentary traditions, economy, and the armed forces are all four being severely attacked. We have united our diverse society through the hard-working people of this country over the generations. After independence, sir,
लौट के
our
मत आना।
constitution was put in place, and it has put in place several arrangements to keep the society united. But today, through a conspiracy, the fault lines of our society are being exposed. Mistrust is being created against each other in the society through fallacies, lies, and deceit. Sir, efforts are being made to create such a situation that even a spark will lead to a lot of conflict. Similarly, the attacks on the armed forces are also being intensified on some pretext or the other, or one pretext or the other. Efforts are being made to divide the army and the soldiers. The strength of the army is its discipline and unity. As a part of a conspiracy, sir, this strength of the army is being challenged. Whatever is happening today regarding Agniveer is a part of this conspiracy. I'm afraid to say this. Apart from the society, parliament, army are all under attack, and even the economy is being attacked. When the people of India have really struggled to come out of COVID and are building a society on their effort, we as people representing them in this house at least should recognize the hard work of our people and not undermine India as a country which is growing at this rate. So entrepreneurship itself is being made a villain, sir, which is a shame. Hard-working entrepreneurs are building this country. The conspiracy is to end India's entrepreneurship culture even if before it fully blooms, and thereby hitting at the Indian core backbone, which is the entrepreneurship, small and medium units, and enterprise is what is building India. Negativity is being spread in society towards all those who do business. And this hatred for business and wealth creators is spilling everywhere. There is a conspiracy to send a message to the entire world that India is not safe for investors, sir, and this is not good. Rumors are being spread, that Indian institutions cannot guarantee security to foreign investments, which is really a sad situation, sir. Strategic instability, economic instability, and political instability. Some forces are working to create this kind of an image of India, and we should all fight together that this kind of instability building people should be told a lesson. There is a huge nexus. There is a huge nexus behind this, which is carrying out this conspiracy from the streets and even to the parliament. No debates without protests, which are aggressive protests are happening. You don't even hear answers which are being given. And I'm sorry to remind this honorable house that when the honorable Prime Minister stood up to speak, at most disruption happened and people did not want to listen to him. They were screaming, but parliamentary institutional maryada ke upar unse first lecture aata hai. Jab all over the well they had people standing and people were forced or nudged or cajoled to say, go into the well, protest. Sir, institutional respect, we have to keep it. Every countryman has come together to fight this conspiracy. We have to be alert, sir. And I take this opportunity to say this. Sir, the last matter, sir. Sir, the last matter. The last matter, sir. Halwa. Okay? We should talk about it. Sir, it pains me, sir. It pains me, actually. If only we know the background with which halwa ceremonies are conducted before the budget is prepared. If only we know the background. Sir? If only we know the background of why halwa ceremonies happen, sir. It's a very important phase where actually in this country halwa ceremonies have been happening for a very long time.
माननीय मंत्री जी कब से हो रही है ये भी बता दो आप.
मैं बोल रहे हैं सर, मिंटो रोड में जब प्रिंटिंग प्रेस था, जब बजट उधर प्रिंट होता था, तब से लेकर के स्टाफ who get themselves inside that premises, बजट प्रेजेंट होने के बाद तक जब बाहर नहीं आते थे, आज भी वो सिस्टम बरकरार है. वो लोग अपने आप, क्योंकि अंदर जाने के बाद till they can't come out till the budget is read, on their own used to organize halwa making. क्योंकि भारत में एक ट्रेडिशन है, कोई भी अच्छा काम शुरू करने से पहले नींबू मीठा. At that time, sir, 9 इटली में नहीं होगा. ओके, आई करेक्ट. भारत में हो रहा, कहीं और नहीं. सर, नवरात्रि मीनिंग 9 nights and 8 days पुराने ज़माने में they used to stay inside only. No phone, no contact, no landline. If anything, one officer who was given the power to come in and go out, he would convey the message. कुछ नहीं और बाहर वर्ल्ड से संपर्क. मैं बोल रही हूँ, प्लीज. अभी सर 5 nights and 4 days nowadays they stay in the cellar of North Block, and this is essentially because the confidentiality of budget making has to be respected. So they go in, and before going in, we start this halwa ceremony. And there are media reports, sir, one or two, which I'll read out, which captures it. Halwa ceremony, sir, one media report says, and I quote, "It serves as a recognition for the hard work and dedication of the Finance Ministry officials and staff who have been diligently preparing the budget documents. Dating back to 1980, the halwa ceremony precedes the printing of the budget documents, which take place at the basement of the North Block, a process that must be completed without any official leaving the premises until the budget formally is presented. So, this is done more, unquote. Now, I again take one line. A sense of solidarity and teamwork among the team members के लिए ये बना करते हैं. It also says it stands as a testament to the tradition and protocols observed in one of the most significant events in the Indian governance calendar. Sir? Yes? In this, sir, the staff themselves make it. The staff themselves make the halwa. Staff themselves make it. Sir, why did it become? Sir, I wish honorable members listen, sir, because they are very scared that something is coming to hit them. When did this become a photo event? When did this become a photo event? Sir, I want to underline this. Itna 2013-14 में मंत्री जी नीचे सेल्लार में जा करके हलवा बंटवारा करने का शुरुआत 2013-14 में हुआ. मैं पूछ रही हूँ तब by that time, क्योंकि our leader of the opposition by that time was a full active leader. उससे पहले ऑर्डिनेंस फटा भी गया, वो इंडिपेंडेंस दिखाया विपक्ष के नेता. क्यों उस समय फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर तब की उनसे ये पूछा नहीं गया कि कितना एससी है भाई, आप नीचे जा रहे हो फोटो के लिए, बोलो नहीं तो वो हलवा में कैंसिल करूंगा. क्योंकि उस समय वो पावरफुल थे ना, रिमोट कंट्रोल था ना. वो हलवा क्यों कैंसिल नहीं किया? उनके हलवा कैंसिल नहीं किया. तब ये पूछा नहीं गया भारत के हलवा बटाया जा रहा. सर, ये आदत किसी का हो तो वो जमाना गया. मलाई खा करके इस देश को छोड़कर या पार्लियामेंट को छोड़कर लोग गए. लोग वोट करके मलाई खाने वाले को दिखाया रास्ता, चले जाओ, आप सत्ता में बैठना नहीं है. वो जमाना गया. मगर उस समय के फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर से ये पूछा नहीं गया आप नीचे जा रहे हो बंटवारा करने के लिए, हलवा बंटवारे करने के लिए, आपके साथ कितने एससी हैं, कितने एसटी है, कितने ओबीसी है, वो पूछा नहीं है. उस समय के ऑफिसर्स लोग के स्टैटिस्टिक्स गणना नहीं हुआ, मगर अभी पूछा जा रहा है. इसीलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ इस देश में लोगों को बंटवारे करने में कुछ षड्यंत्र के साथ इस प्रश्न पूछा जा रहा है. सर, इट्स अ शेम. मैं इस मौके पर मैं रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहती हूं दो लोगों को. सर, आप परमिट नहीं करते हैं नाम लेने के लिए, वो मेंबर भी नहीं है, मगर प्रिंटिंग हमारा फिनेंस मिनिस्ट्री के इंपॉर्टेंट स्टाफ दो लोग, उनको मैं जिक्र करना चाहती हूं. सर, ये सेक्रेट नहीं, प्लीज आप सुन लीजिए. सेक्रेट हलवा के विषय और इसमें इतना इमोशन जुड़ा हुआ है, ये समझ में आएगा. सर, रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर उनके पिताजी गुजर चुके थे जब वो अंदर पहुंच गए और बाहर आने का कुछ नहीं है पॉसिबिलिटी. श्री कुलदीप शर्मा जी डिप्टी मैनेजर थे प्रेस का, उनके पिताजी का देहांत होने का विषय उनको अंदर होने के बाद मिला. फिर भी सर, वो कमिटमेंट देखिए, वो जब तक फिनांस का बजट डिक्लेयर हुआ तब तक बाहर नहीं आया. मैं उनके सर झुक करके नमन करती हूँ. ऐसे लोग हैं सर, उधर उनका सेंटिमेंट है हलवा बनाना और बंटवारा करना, उनको नीचे दिखाना अच्छा नहीं है. नीचे दिखाना अच्छा नहीं है. दूसरा मैं बोल रही हूँ, श्री सुभाष अभी भी है प्रिंटिंग प्रेस में. वो भी अंदर जाने के समय उनको मैसेज आया, उनके सुपुत्र का देहांत हुआ सर, मगर वो बोले नहीं, मेरा जिम्मेदारी, क्योंकि हलवा के सेरेमनी हो गई, मैं अंदर आ रही हूँ, इससे आई विल नॉट कम आउट. ये है सेंटिमेंट उधर, हलवा बनाना और अंदर जाना, पूरे कर्तव्य निभाना और बाहर आना, इसको नीचे दिखाना सही नहीं है सर। सर, एससी के ऊपर, ओबीसी के ऊपर बहुत सारे विषय हमारे एमपी गण बात कर रहे हैं। फर्स्ट प्रधानमंत्री जी नेहरू जी का लेख सबको शायद अनुराग जी ने पढ़ दिखाया। नेहरू जी ने 27 जून 1961 को लिख रहे हैं, I quote sir, I dislike any kind of reservation, more particularly in service. I react strongly against anything which leads to inefficiency and second-rate standards. Unquote. Sir, that is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. Okay. Next, sir. खाका खालेकर कमीशन के रिपोर्ट 1955 में जब रिकमेंडेशन आ चुका था, तब से लेकर के कांग्रेस पार्टी के हर गवर्नमेंट उसको दरकिनारे कर दिए। बैकवर्ड कमीशन के कोई कुछ सोच नहीं था। In 1980, Mandal Commission report was submitted to Srimati Indira Gandhi, तब के Prime Minister. Even she didn't touch it. And तब के कांग्रेस के नारा में बोल रही हूँ सर, my Hindi is not very good, but I'll still say it. What was the slogan? ना जात पर, ना पात पर, मोहर लगाएगी हाथ पर। सो जात तब नहीं है, हाथ नहीं है, मगर अभी बोला जा रहा है जाति, जाति। कितना लोग हलवा में थे, कितना लोग हलवा फोटो में थे, कितने नीचे पे थे। जब तब अगर आपने सही इसको तभी ले आते तो ओबीसी ऑफिसर आज सेक्रेटरी लेवल तक पहुंचने का मौका था। यू स्टॉप्ड इट सर। नो, इवन वर्स सर, शायद अनुराग जी ने नहीं बताया, मैं एक और कोटेशन पढ़ना चाह रही हूँ सर। राजीव गांधी जी, late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi ji gave an interview to Alok Mehta in March 1985, a senior journalist. In that interview, former Prime Minister about OBC reservation says this, quote कर रही हूँ sir, no promotion of idiots in the name of reservation. Promoting idiots in the name of reservation, and that promoting idiots in the name of reservation would harm the entire country, unquote. रिजर्वेशन के ऊपर ये इतना लेक्चर दे रहे हैं सर। सर, अंबेडकर जी कैबिनेट से निकल करके he said, I don't want to be in this because there is no justice for backward communities or for SCs. उनके चिट्ठी, ये सब विषय लंबा सा चिट्ठी सर, मगर वो रेलेवेंट पैराग्राफ में पढ़ रही हूँ। So he said, quote, I will now refer to another, second in brackets, matter that I will now refer to another matter that had made me dissatisfied with the government. It relates to the treatment accorded to the backward classes and scheduled castes. I was very sorry that the Constitution did not embody any safeguards for the backward classes. It was left to be done by the executive government on the basis of recommendations of a commission to be appointed by the President. More than a year has elapsed since we passed the Constitution, but the government has not even thought of appointing the commission, unquote. So Ambedkar ji सरकार से छोड़कर जाने, सरकार किसकी थी? सरकार किसकी थी सर? First government under Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister. इनके दादा परदादा के बयान ये सब है सर। आज ये रिजर्वेशन के ऊपर और SC/ST के ऊपर बात करते हैं। मैं प्रश्न पूछना चाहती हूँ सर। अभी
अखिलेश जी, नेताजी, लोहिया जी इंग्लिश
में बोलते हैं सर,
अरे लोहिया जी नेताजी खिलाफ थे उस समय।
इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं चैरिटी बिगिंस फ्रॉम होम। सुनिए सुनिए, चैरिटी बिगिंस फ्रॉम होम मीनिंग आप जो दूसरे को बोल रही हो वो आप पहले कर दिखाओ। मैं पूछ रही हूं सर, राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन में कितने एससी हैं, कितने एसटी हैं, कितने ओबीसी हैं? क्योंकि बाहर के वाले लोगों का नाम पढ़ना नहीं है, 9 लोग हैं, कोई एससी नहीं है। चैरिटी बिगिंस एट होम सर। आप पहले आपके व्यवस्था सही करो, एससी को दो, फिर आकर हमसे पूछ लो भाई। ये बोलो सर। फिर दूसरा एक उदाहरण देती हूं सर, राजीव गांधी चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट, उसमें 5 लोग हैं बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टीज में, नाम नहीं पढ़ रही हूं सर, मगर मुझे एक भी एससी नहीं दिखाई। सो सर, एससी एसटी लोग के ऊपर हम सब कुछ अच्छे करने के लिए इरादा रख सकते हैं, मगर जनरेशन आफ्टर परदादा दादा सबके बयान एक ही जैसे जब है और काम कुछ नहीं हुआ, आप जाकर के आज बोलेंगे तो कैसे भरोसा आएगा सर? और ऊपर से हलवा जैसे एक इमोशनल सेंटिमेंटल मैटर जिसमें पूरे उस मिनट का फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री के स्टाफ बंद अंदर कमरे में ये रह करके काम करते हैं, उनके मुंह मीठा करने का काम में आप ऐसे प्रश्न चिन्ह के साथ। और मैं जब इस विषय में मैं कैसे जवाब दूं, ऐसे करके सर पे हाथ रखा तो पूरे ट्रोल आर्मी के साथ मुझे पूछा जा रहा है कि एससी के ऊपर जब विपक्ष के नेता बात कर रहे हैं आप सर पर हाथ रख रही हो, हंस रही हो। नहीं, ऐसे एक इमोशनल मैटर को इतना हल्के से डील कर रहे हैं, उसको मैं सर न फोड़। सर थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, मैं बजट के लिए कुछ इतना समय दिए आपके लिए मैं धन्यवाद।